In this masterclass, we're looking at a reliable technique that really helps when using reverb. The 3 reverb technique is an overall approach where you set up 3 reverbs, which I'll loosely call small, medium and large, each on their own auxiliary. The decay of the reverbs is not set in stone, but in general terms the small one is designed to add tight ambience or width, the medium one is a regular quite rich room and probably the reverb you'd initially reach for, and the large one is designed to add a long coloured space. Within that framework, look for reverbs that suit your track. Combine reverbs if it works and expect to adjust your reverb send levels throughout your mix. Also, this is an approach and not restrictive, so use what you need and add more reverbs if required. And remember, referencing tracks that are in a similar genre can also be very helpful. In the demonstration track, most of the sounds are pretty dry, and we have 2 snares. Let's start with those. One snare is crunchy, and the other dry and tight. And it's the latter we'll add reverb to. Use a moderate amount of the small reverb to add depth. This keeps the backbeat tight. However, our initial reverb doesn't sound quite right, so we've swapped out the preset for a similar but slightly longer one. Next, we're going to jump to the high string part. We want this to have an ethereal feel and distance, so we're heading straight for the large reverb. The part is balanced quite low in the mix, so to create a washy effect, the send level can be quite high. We have a thick pad sound, pad 2. This needs more width, but we don't want it to be too distant. The medium reverb works well here, adding richness to the sound, and we've added a small amount of the large reverb as well to give it a bit more scale. Moving on to the vocals, sometimes we need a specific vocal reverb, so bear this in mind. However, most of the time we can get what we want using a combination of the 3 core reverbs. Here we're adding just a little of the small reverb for width and some of the medium reverb for depth and richness. The long reverb is too coloured for the main vocal section, but works really well for the vocal snippets that follow. Here we're using DAW automation to send to the large reverb just for this section.